Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakotisamabhrabha Nirvighnan Kuru me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatame Sada Sakshat Krutam Dayanandam Paramarthasvarupinam Tattvajnana Prashastaram Pranatosmi Param Padam Vagarthaviva Sampraktau Vagartha Pratipattaye Jagatah Pitarau Vande Parvati Parameshwarau Eksharasamamnayam Adhigamya Maheshwarat Kritsnam Vyakaranam Proktam Tasmai Paninaye Namaha Vakyakaram Balaruchim Bhashyakaram Patanjalim Paninim Sutrakarancha Pranatosmi Munitrayam Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastamavidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You can repeat after me. Alpaksharam asandigdham
Alpaksharam asandigdham
Saravat Vishvato Mukham
Saravashvato mukham
Astobham Anavadyam Cha
Anavadyam cha
Sutram Sutravido Viduhu
Sutram Sutravido Viduhu.
Ayun
Ayun
Riluk
Riluk
Eong
Eong
Ayouch
Ayouch
Hayavarat
Hayavarat
Lan
Lan
Yamangananam
Nyamanyanam
Jabhai
Jabhai
Ghadadash
Khadadash
Jabagadash
Jabagadash
Khapa Chathatha Chatatau
Kha Chatau
Kapai
Kapai
Shashasar
Shashasar
Hal
Hal
Iti Maheshwarani Sutrani
Iti Maheshwarani Sutrani.
Okay. This is the Maheshwara Sutra from which we will form Pratyaharas. That is what we are discussing. After discussing the the Uchcharanam, Uchcharana Sthanam, and the Prayatna of the letters. So this Pratyahara means grouping of letters. Pratyahriyante, Sankshipyante, Varnaha, Pratyaharaha. So this Pratyahara is different from Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi, that Ashtanga, Pratyahara, that is different. Grouping of letters. Comprehension of many letters into one syllable. That is called as Pratyahara. One syllable. Ach is one syllable. So that is the Pratyahara. By Pratyahara, we accomplish the important Lakshana of Sutra. What is that important Lakshana? Alpaksharatvam. The Sutra must have Alpakshara. Alpaksharatve sati Bhakhvarta Bodhakatvam Sutratvam. A sutra has the status of expressing more than one thing with minimum number of letters. That is the important lakshana of sutra. And by this pratyahara, what we accomplish is using just one syllable, we denote a group of letters. So this pratyahara, it forms the backbone of the sutra pata. And this pratyahara can be arranged in any other way. By arranging this in this order, in this particular order only, Sutratvam is accomplished. If you see for example, the 10th sutra, Jabagada it is not in the same order as the alphabets. Alphabets, the first class is Kavarga, second class is Chavarga. The Ja is second class, that is palatal, third letter. Why it doesn't start with Ga? Somebody may ask, why it doesn't? One answer is, this was a revelation. So there is no question about why it is like this. We cannot ask why. It was revealed by Ishvara, Maheswara. That is by Maheswarat Agatani. Maheswarat Agatani Sutrani, Maheshwara Sutrani. From Sakshat Lord Shiva, the Sutra came down. Therefore, there is no question of why it is like this, why it can't be like that. If you ask this, one straight answer is, you cannot question the revelation. Ashtadhyayi, simple. That dismisses the question. Or further, if the person is so keen to know the answer, then we can give some answer for the sake of appeasing that curiosity of the student. That is, Jabagada the 10th sutra, for example, if you take, why it is not Ga, then after that Ja, then Da, then the letter Da, and after the letter Ba. If it is in the same order, the Jash Pratyahara, which is used in the Sutra Pata, which is used in the Sutra Pata, Jash Pratyahara, it is used. By using Jash, whatever the Karya, the result wants to accomplish, that is accomplished by using Jash. Suppose if it is Gush or something, then probably the Sutrakara may have to use many Pratyaharas. He may have to use many Pratyaharas in different context. There is one more Pratyahara is that, which is Bash. Bash pratyahara is there, which is used. Ja, ba is there, ba starting from ba, ending with the talavya shakara. Bash. That pratyahara, it is used in one place. Basho Bash Sutra is there. That cannot be accomplished. If that is there, then it is difficult. That there, the Bash Pratyahara covers ba, ga, da, the, all, only the four letters except the letter ja is required in that particular Pratyahara. Therefore, there is a reason why it is Jash. When you say Jash, all the third letters are covered. When you say Bash, except Ja, all the four letters are covered. So Bash is another Pratyahara, it is used. We can form so many Pratyaharas, but not all the Pratyaharas are useful. There are only 43 Pratyaharas are there which are used. 41. So therefore, there is a reason why it is in a particular order. Because we use a certain Pratyahara to accomplish the Alpaksharatvam, therefore it is in a particular order. And we cannot flip the order. This is one reason. Now we are discussing this Pratyahara. The last class we were seeing this Pratyahara. We will just have a quick summary of what we saw. So in this Maheswara Sutrani, Maheswara Sutra, the last letter is It. The It letter. It is an indicatory letter. Eti apagachati iti It. That which comes along, but it is not part of the content. It is only a packaging letter, marking letter, indicatory letter. The word it is a sanya. It is a sanya. It's a name. It's a technical name. It does the usage to denote some letters as it. It is a sanya which denotes certain letters in different context. In the Maheshwara Sutra, the context is the last letter, which is a pure consonant, is a it. So the same it sanya is used in other contexts also, not only here. We will see. There is a separate prakaranam topic called it prakaranam. There, the name it is given to many. It's many letters. Many letters. The contexts are different. The it letter is given to some letters of the dhatu also. The dhatu, dhatu. The it letters, the name it is given to some letters of the dhatu. That letters could be either at the beginning of a dhatu or could be at the end of a dhatu. This is an example. Similarly, in other places also, the it sanya is used. Here, in this context, the pratyahara, the antima varna, the last letter gets a name it sanya. Therefore, it sanyakaha antima varnaha. Okay. Uchcharanat param it sanyakasya varnasya lopah bhavati. I think we have read this. So when we form a pratyahara and the content of the pratyahara doesn't have this it, the pratyahara is ach. Say for example, it's a pratyahara. Ach is the name. It's the name of the pratyahara. Sanya is a name. And the content of the ach, what is ach? Vowels. Starting from Ayun, Reluk, Evom, Ay, Ouch, all the four sutras cover all the letters of all the vowels, And ach is a pratyahara, it is a sanya. And the content is called sangi, like anga, angi, sanya, sangi. And in the content, you will not find the it letter as part of it. Therefore, pratyahare itaha it sanyakasya varnasya grahanam na bhavati. What is itaha? Have you read this paragraph? Avadheyam.
Yes.
Yes.
What is itaha in that? Pratyahare itaha. Did I explain itaha? The second line. Do you see the PDF file, what I'm sharing?
Yeah, yes.
So, pratyahare itaha is there, right?
Yes.
All of you, can you hear me?
Yes, Ji.
Yes.
Yes, Ji.
Sure, Sharanji. We hear you.
What is itaha? What is itaha?
Sashti vibhakti.
Yeah, Shashti Vibhakti of
It.
it. Okay, I explained this, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, itaha is Shashti Vibhakti. Shashti Vibhakti of it. It is like Marut Shabda. That is a Marut Shabda is important. Itaha means not the the word, the meaning as we use in the spoken language. That is not itaha here. Itaha is it sanyaka varnasya. That is given in the bracket. It is a sanya and can be declined. It doesn't have any linga. Okay, in the sutra we don't have any linga. So, like Marut we can decline and Shashti Vibhakti Ekavacham will be itaha. So, itaha karagana means acceptance of the it letter is not there in pratyahare. Tadyata an is equal to a, I, u. Nakara is not included. Right? And a, o only. Na is not there. The it is called anubandaha. It's called anubadhyate iti anubandaha. That which comes along with the pratyaha. That is called anubandaha. Then we have seen this part. Then we will move on. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Then the last part is saying Shivat Sutreshu Hakarasya Prayoga Dvivaram Kutaha. I hope you all understand what we discussed before. That's why I'm moving to the last one where we left. Shiva Sutreshu Hakarasya Prayoga Dvivaram. 2 times it is used. Why? Because it is a. What is the reason? Why it is used 2 times? Anybody?
It is a soft consonant.
Soft consonant, okay.
Then
And also a sibilant.
sibilant is.
It is a soft consonant and also it is a sibilant. What sibilant? All sibilants are Mahaprana. So it is Mahaprana Ushmavarnaha. And also it is a Mahaprana. It is Mahaprana. It is Mrudavenjana. Therefore it is as a part of the soft consonant, it is there at the beginning. And as well as part of the sibilant, it is there at the end. But here he gives answer with the pratyahara. From the perspective of pratyahara, he says, Uttaram. What is Uttaram? At, an, in, ash, hash, ityadishu, pratyahareshu, graganaya, pratamaha, akaraha. First akara is for accepting the akara in these pratyaharas. Yeshu pratyahareshu, akaram, ichati. Therefore, it is there. Okay. And also, evam val jal shal ityadeshu pratyahareshu graganaya Dvitiyaha Hakaraha. Jal, shal. In all these pratyaharas, we need again Hakara. So Ja is fourth letter. So therefore we need the repetition of Hakara once again. Therefore it is there as part of the sibilant. Yeshu pratyahareshu api praninihi Hakaram ichchati. Therefore, in this pratyahara, Panini Maharishi wanted Hakara to be present. Ataha tena Hakarasya Prayogah Trivaram Kritaha. Therefore, it is done 2 times. It is given 2 times. Okay. Now, this we know. When I taught the Akshara like this only. Vargiya Varnaha. Kha kha ga ga na. It is represented by the letter Ku. Ku iti Paninihi. Ku iti Panini means Ku iti Ku iti is it's a name. Ku is a sanya. Ku is it's a name. Ku iti panina uchyate. It's a sanya. Sanya diyate. Ku stands for all the letters of the first class. That Ku, what is Ku? Kakara plus Ku. That U is a nasalized vowel. U. Even though the nasalization you don't see, but you have to understand the Ku is with the nasal vowel. The U is with the nasalized sound. The Chandrabindu is there. We can read Ku, but in our understanding it must be Ku. Similarly, Chu, Tu, Tu, Pu. In our understanding it must be with the nasal sound. But when we read, you can read Pu, Chu, Tu, Tu, Pu. What about this U in this? It's an It letter. It is an It letter. Ku stands for all the letters of the first class. That's all. The U is a It letter. Any nasalized vowel, wherever it is there in the Sutra Pata or in the Dhatu Pata or in the Gana Pata or in the Sutra Pata means Sutra Pata you will find in the Pratyaya you may find, in the Adesha you may find, in the Agama you may find the nasalized vowel. So that also we have to consider as It letter only. We have to consider it as It letter. This is second application of the It Sanya. It's clear, all of you, what I'm saying? I'm not typing anything, I'm just showing the screen and explaining.
Yes, Ji.
Yes, Ji.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
So the Ku, you will see later, one sutra will say, you will say Ugit. You will say Ugit. Ugit is, okay, I will talk about Ugit later because I have to say more thing about Ugit. So the U is nasalized vowel. It is It. Then further continuing reading that, Paninehe Paravartikale Sutranam Bodhaya Kachit Nyunata Anubhuta Munihi Katyayanaha Tam Nyunatam Duri Kartum Kanichit Sutrani Arachayat Tani Vartikani iti Katyante Tani Patanjalekhe Mahabhashye Labhyante. You understand this? So Katyayana is the Vartika Dikara. So Sutranam Bodhaya Kachit Nyunata Anubhuta. What is Nyunata?
Deficiency.
Yeah, some deficiency, but we cannot call it as a deficiency. But anyway, there is some anubhota, it is experienced. Actually, it is understood, there is no confusion, but for the readers, for the successive people.
Like it can be improved, probably. That's what he thought.
Yeah, it can be, that's what.
Yeah.
It's not, it can be improved upon, yes. Therefore, he added some, so that in order to remove those, these, what do you call, in order to improve upon that further, Duri Kartum, that Nyunatam Duri Kartum, he wrote some sutra that we call Vartika. That also has become part of the Sutra Pata. So when we read the sutra, not for all the sutras. Okay, if all the sutras are there, then Katyayani can probably would have written separate sutra. Only for few sutras where he felt some more additions required, some more information required, that will clarify, that will give clear idea of the sutra. So he has added some Vartika, that is called Vartika. Wherever he felt that some more information is required, that he presented in the form of a sutra, that is called Vartika. That is why when we chant Akyakaram Vararuchim. Vararuchi is another name of Katyayana. Okay. Vararuchi or Katyayana, they are same. And this sutra, this Vartikas, you will find in the Mahabhashya. There is a, Mahabhashya, we know. One is Sutra Pata. Sutra is the basic text. To understand the sutra, we need commentary. Sutra is there, then Vatikakara has added some, and for the sutra, Mahabhashyakara has written commentary. And there is something called the Kashikavrti is there, Padamanjari is there, and Siddhanta Kaumudi is there, Madhya Siddhanta Kaumudi is there, Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi is there, Parama Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi is there. You see, to understand the sutra, we have so many support. Mahabhashyakara in detail he has written the commentary on the sutra. So when we study some sutra also, we'll go through the sutra in different rounds, cover the sutra in different rounds. In one round, we cannot cover everything. Pratama Vrtihi, then Dvitiya Vrtihi, second round, third round. So when we cover different rounds, different the knowledge about the particular sutra is gained. You cannot gain everything simultaneously. So we go one round, and for a particular context, this particular sutra is applicable. That in that context we study, and second round. So sutra, it has 4,000 sutras are there, and Siddhanta Kaumudi, there's a famous work on the sutra. Bhattoji Dikshita written commentary. That is in a particular order. Yes, covered the sutra in a particular order, like Sanya Prakaranam, then Sandhi Prakaranam. On the Prakaranam wise, the sutras are dealt with. Then there's something, and those are dealt elaborately, and some may find difficult to read. Therefore, another author he wrote Madhya Siddhanta Kaumudi. It is not as difficult as Siddhanta, it is middle, Madhya. That also we find very difficult to study. Therefore, later Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi came. Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi is only for the Bala, for the infant, but it's not infant. It's difficult. That also need a lot of knowledge to understand that. Sanskrit knowledge required. And the prakaranam, that way it is, sutras are presented is different from Siddhanta Kaumudi. Prakaranam, it doesn't follow the Siddhanta Kaumudi prakaranam. He follows the sutra in a way to derive the words, to derive a particular word, whatever the sutras are applicable. In that order, he has dealt with the sutras. That is Lagu Siddhanta Kaumudi. And there's something called Parama Lagu, which is still simpler. So the number of sutras you will see coming down from each commentary. So whichever is convenient for us, we can take up and read. But we will read the Ashtadhyayi and with support of, we will read the Ashtadhyayi mainly. And we will read here and there Lagu also. Because we are going to cover more. Okay. So now this is Vartika. You will find in the Patanjalehe Mahabhashya Labhyante. It is available in Mahabhashya. Katyayanaha Dakshinatyah Asit. Tasya Janma Kristapurva Chaturtha Shatabdyaha Kristapurva Tritiya Shatabdyaha Cha Madhye Abhavat. So Katyayana is a Dakshinatya. Dakshinatya is, what is Dakshinatya?
South Indian.
Probably is from the south. Patanjali, this Pandit Maharishi is birthplace somewhere in Peshawar, somewhere in Pakistan. Somewhere in the Pakistan before pre-independent India. So, but the Katyayana is Dakshinatyaha. Tasya Janma Krista Purva, that is Krista Purva Chaturtha BC. Shatabdyaha or Tritiya Shatabdya, between 300-400 BC. Then Patanjali, Krista Purva Dvitiya Shatake Patanjalehe Janma. But we don't know how far it is true. We don't accept this time and all. It is 200 BC, it says. Panini Sutranam Katyayana Vartikanam Cha Vyakyakaraha Munihi Patanjalihi. Vyakyakaraha, Bhashyakaraha. It's a Bhashyakaraha, not Vyakyakaraha. Because Patanjali had written commentary on the Sutra. Any work on Sutra, commentary on Sutra is called Bhashyam. Vyakya is not written, Vyakya is not the name for Sutra. Anyway, so Patanjali Muni has written the commentary for the Panini Sutras as well as the Katyayana Vartika. So the Sutras of Katyayana is called Vartika. Tasya Vyakya Granthasya Nama Vyakarana Mahabhashyam. It is called Mahabhashyam. Okay. Now we will see this introduction to Ashtadhyayi. Then I'll explain the different sutras, type of sutras which are available. Then we will take up the first Sanya, some Sanya sutras. We'll go in that order. Whenever required, I will type with the Sutra Pata. Ashtadhyayi. Panini Vyakaranasya Granthasya Nama Ashtadhyayi. Ashtanam Adhyayanam Samaharaha Ashtadhyayi. It is a Samahara. It is a Samasa. The collection of 8 chapters is called Ashtadhyayi. Panini Vyakaranasya Granthasya Nama. The name is called Ashtadhyayi because it has got 8 chapters. Therefore, it is called Ashtadhyayi. Panchadashi, 15 chapters. So like that, the name, based on the number of chapters itself, it is named. Asmin Granthe Ashtadhyayaha Santi. It's very clear. You know that. You can understand. Simple Sanskritam. So in this book, Grantha, there are 8 chapters. Ekaikasmin Adhyaye Chatvaraha Padaha. In each Adhyaya chapter, there are 4 padas. Ekaikasmin padecha vibhinna sankhyakanī sutrani santi. In each pada, vibhinna, different sankhyakanī sutrani santi. There are different number of sutras are there. The number of sutras are different in each pada, each section. Ashtadhyayaha sutranam lekane ekaikasya sutrasya tistraha sankhyayaha diyante. So, Ashtadhyaya Sutranam Lekane, in writing the sutras of the Ashtadhyayi, Ekaikasya Sutrasya, for each sutra, Tistraha Sankhyayaha Diyante. 3 numbers are given, right? 3 numbers you will see. What are they? Taha, Kramashaha, Adhyayam, Padam, Sutram cha Suchayanti. You will see the number, 3 numbers you will see, along with the sutra. That will be in this order. The first number stands for Adhyaya, that is chapter. The second number stands for the pada, section. And the third number stands for the sutra number. Tadyata is given one sutra, for example. Anudit savarnasya cha apratyaha. That is a sutra. In that sutra, you will see the sanya, savarna. Savarna is a sanya. We know what savarna is. When we learned Sandhi, we saw the word savarna is a sanya. Many of the names we use in our learning of the language we used. Savarna is similar letters. It is used here. And, okay, so and one more thing is here. Anudit is there. Anudit there. An is a pratyahara. Just a small information about the sutra. It is related to what we discussed just now. An is a pratyahara. Okay. Udit. What is udit? Ut, it. Where U is a ith letter, that is called udit. I'll explain this in detail later. Just want to say, U is an ith letter. Where U is a ith letter? Just now saw. Where U is a ith letter? Anybody?
Nasalized.
Tu, chu, tu, tu. That is what he means here. And as well as udit, that is ut. Ut is U. U letters are that is all the ku, chu, tu, pu. They are covered by the udit. Savarnasya cha apratyaha. So that's the application of application you would see is in this sutra. Anyway, we'll talk about that in detail later. So in this sutra, you see the number 1169. First one is chapter, second one is pada, section, third one is the sutra number. This sutra number may differ from book to book because different editions are there, different publishers are there. So therefore, you will see, I will say one number and you probably in your book, maybe different number is there. It may be plus or minus one or two, not so many variations will be there. If I may have 70 in my book, you may have 68 or 69 in your book. Doesn't matter. So that depends on the publisher. So asyartaha, the meaning of the number is Pratamadhyaye Pratama Pade Una Saptati Tamam. Saptati is 70. So Una Saptati is one short of 70, that is 69. Una Saptati Tamam Sutram iti. This is the number. लभ्यमानेषु सर्वेषु व्याकरणग्रन्थेषु पाणिनेः अष्टाध्यायी ग्रन्थः प्राचीनतमः श्रेष्ठः च. So लभ्यमानेषु सर्वेषु व्याकरणग्रन्थेषु, in all the Vyakarana Granthas we have got so far, Panini is the most ancient one and it is also Sreshtaha, great, superior. We know there are about 9 Vyakaranams. And one more Vyakarana Grantha is there. That is also, it's available in print. But it is not as famous as the Panini Maharshi. In fact, I wanted to read that. I just got the copy. Time is not there. Just wanted to go through that particular grammar. particular grantha, which is, of course, it will not be as prachinatamaha sreshtaha as Pani, but only just for reading how he presented the sutra. The name I forgot. Anyway, so yata, but see, the grantha is not as famous as Panini Ashtadhyayi, because Ashtadhyayi is sreshtaha, and the prayer of Panini Maharishi is so great that still the book is still available. The granthas are still studied. Yata anushruyate, as it is heard. What? Ashtadhyayi Jaganmata Amarakosho Jagatpita Bhattikavyam Ganeshascha Trayiyam Sukadhastuvaha. Ashtadhyayi Jagataha Mata. Jaganmata is samasa. Okay. Jagataha Mata, Jaganmata. Mother of the Jagat, the universe, is Ashtadhyayi. If Ashtadhyayi is a mother, then who is the father? Amarakoshaha. Amarakosha is also an important grantha. We saw how to use the Amarakosha. In fact, we can go through all the lessons of infant reader using Amarakosha. That is another big exercise. That's how we develop vocabulary. Vocabulary doesn't come like that, but we use Amarakosha, left and right. A hard copy should be there available on based on your reading table. That's for Amarakosha. So Amarakosha Jagataha Pita. Jagatah Pitaro Vande Parvati Parameshwaro. So something like that. So Ashtadhyayi and Amarakosha. In the Vyakarana world, these two are, the language world, these two are considered to be Jagatah Pitaro. Bhattikavyam Ganeshascha. So Bhattikavyam, the Kavya is written by Bhatti. Bhattikavyam, Ganeshaha. Triyiyam, these three. Sukadaha tuhu. Sukam dadati. They give you sukam. They give you happiness. To whom? Vaha asmakam. Iti. Adyatve prasiddaha sanganitra vaijnanikaha. Vaijnanika is scientist. Sanganitra, computer. Ashtadhyayi granthasya bhuyasim prashamsam kurvanti. They eulogize, praise. They praise greatly this Panini Sutraha. Adyatve prasiddaha. So the great computer specialist, they praise Ashtadhyayi. Why? Yeshaha Prithivyam Advitiyaha Vijnana Sammataha Vyakarana Grantaha Yaha Sanganitrasya Arte Purnataya Upyogi iti te katayanti. They say, Yeshaha, this Prithivyam Advitiyaha Vijnana Sammataha Vyakarana Grantaha. Vijnana Sammataha, it is scientific. There is no second Advitiya. There is no second to it. This Vyakarana Grantha is, it's highly scientific. It's metaphysical language, highly scientific. It's all given in the form of the coding. Therefore, Yaha Sanganitrasya Arte Purnataya. Therefore, this is completely useful to them. Iti te katayanti. So they say. Okay. So this is about the sutra. Now, before going to the next one, today we will learn what are the types of sutras in this Ashtadhyayi. The names of the different types of sutra you can learn. Then we will start with the sutra. The order may not be from this book, from my order, whatever order I feel like giving in the beginning. So you can see this is a number one. First, we have to learn the Sanya. The sutras of the Ashtadhyayi, you can write can be classified into these types. Number one, Sanya Sutra. Sanya Sutrani. Sanya Sutrani. Sanya Sutrani means the sutra which defines the Sanya, the title. The Sanyas are used in the Sutra Pata. And Panini Maharishi himself has described what they are. For example, Guna is a Sanya. What is the meaning of Guna? Guna can mean character. Guna can mean the rope also. Sattva-guna, Tamo-guna, Rajo-guna, that is also Guna. But those meaning we cannot take here. We cannot take the meaning of the words. The literal meaning we cannot take here. Here, by Sanya means it is a name. It's a technical name. We cannot take the literal meaning of the word. Maybe those words are used in our Laukika Vyavahara. But those meanings we cannot take. Vriddhi is augment, increase. That meaning we cannot take here. Nothing, because it's a sanya. No vriddhi, nothing is going to happen here. This is a sanya. So it, guna, vriddhi, all these are sanya. And Pandit Maharishi defines this. All the sanyas are defined by sutras. He himself gives names, himself gives names, and the names are defined by certain sutras. Those sutras are called Sanya Sutrani. Therefore, when we study a sutra, we will see what sutra is that. Whether it is a Sanya Sutra or whether it is a Vidhi Sutra, Vidhi is injunction, the rule, or whether it is a Adhikara Sutra, or whether it is a Paribhasha Sutra. Paribhasha is interpretation. How the sutras, we will going to see that later it comes. So those are defined, and all these words are technical terms. The name sanyas are technical. Ith, guna, vriddhi, savarna, anunasika, and you will see later let, lot. Those also sanya only. Let is a let lakara sanya. Let, later, lot, lit, krit. What is krit? Krit is krit only. It's a sanya, defined. So it's a sanya. Okay. So it's a technical term, a short wording to convey ample sense to a term to know the general nature of things. Okay. So it is a sanya. That much is enough. So this English words are sometimes confusing. In Panini's grammar, Ashtadhyayi, okay, this is something can note. The first two padas of the first chapter, of the first chapter, you will find this sanya. The first two padas of the first chapter, you will find many sanyas explained. Not only in the first two chapters, all sanyas are contained, it is spread all over. Wherever it is required, it is used, but you will find predominantly in the first two sections of the first chapter. So if you want to look for any sanya, then you have to see the first two pada, first two sections. And he has given the number also, over 100. Give and explain the technical terms numbering over 100. 100 technical terms are used. So those are given in the first two sections. That is Sanya Sutra. In other places also it is there. Say for example, Samhita. What is Samhita? Samhita means? What is Samhita?
Sandhi.
Sandhi. Samhita means Sandhi. We understand by the word Sandhi, but the term used by Panini Maharishi is Samhita. Right? And Samhita, okay, Samhita is also used in this chapter. I think it is in first chapter itself. So there, in other places, you will find the Krit and all is you will see only the third chapter. It is Sanya. Third chapter only you will find. Krit is a pratyaya, but that is also a name only. Anyway, so this two sections you can refer for Sanya. Then the Paribhasha Sutra. Paribhasha means definition or interpretation. So, how a sutra is to be interpreted. Just by reading a sutra, you will not understand. Sutras are to be interpreted. Why? Because the sutras are which has got words, and the words are in particular vibhakti. Particular vibhakti is there. What is the significance of vibhakti in sutra? We are going to discuss grammar. What is the significance of vibhakti? How do you interpret that? That is done by the paribhasha. Not only that, other things also it does. A paribhasha. When there are two sutras applicable in one context, which one you will apply? Two sutras can have application in a particular context. Which one to apply? That also clarified by the paribhasha sutras. Therefore, paribhasha sutras are the interpretation of the sutra. The interpretation of the sutras are done by the paribhasha. Even the name Stani, what we use, Stani, Adesha, and all, that is a paribhasha. Stani is defined. There is a separate paribhasha sutra which defines what a Stani is. So, Stani is a technical term, and sutra which says that what is a Stani, which are to be considered Stani, and how do you consider Stani? A Stani, when you say Stani, it means that the replacement or some change is going to happen, and that depends on what precedes or what succeeds. So, a sutra may specify Stani just by saying what succeeds. A sutra may specify Stani by just saying what precedes. Those are also paribhashas only. So, therefore, paribhasha is an authoritative statement or dictum helping the correct interpretations of the rules of grammar, number one. Second one is the conflict between two rules which occur simultaneously in the formation of shabda, the words. When two rules are applicable, paribhasha clarifies which one to be applied. Generally, what we do is vipratishede param karyam. When sutra is there. When there is a contradiction, the later sutra is applied. Always. It's a rule. But again, some exception, something will be there. That is stated now, and later you will find exception. So that is how the whole thing is. In general, is vipratishede paramkari. When two rules are applicable, then always a later rule will be applied. Then, so we have seen Sanya Sutra and Paribhasha Sutra. Then the Vidhi Sutra. Vidhi is the rule. The rule. Sandhi rule, say for example. Dirgha Sandhi, it's a rule. Then Yan Sandhi is a rule. Ayadi Sandhi, a rule. So, and all the Visarga Sandhi, Vijana Sandhi, these are Vidhi rules. These are Vidhi. Vidhi means rules. Vidhi Sutrani. These are the Vidhi Sutrani. And every Vidhi will have exception. Those exceptions are called Apavada. Those exceptions are called Apavada. Apavada, I think, comes later. Apavada. Apavada is also a Vidhi only. Apavada to the Vidhi. Apavada to Vidhi. Apavada Sutras. So Vidhi is first general injunction. Apavada is a specific injunction, we can say. It's an exception to the general rule. That is Apavada. You can note. So names you can remember. So the first one is Sanya Sutras, Paribhasha Sutras, Vidhi Sutras, then Apavada Sutrani. The next one is Adhikara. What is Adhikara? Adhikara is a topic. Adhikara is a topic. It just, so a sutra mentions the topic. The topic going to be discussed further. The topic will cover a number of sutras. Its coverage. The topic will be specified as a sutra that will have coverage of a certain number of sutras. For example, Samhita, Sandhi, Samhitayam, it's an adhikara. That is a topic going to be discussed from the next sutra onwards. They are all connected to Sandhi. In the context of Sandhi, these rules are applied. Samhitayam, it's a adhikara sutra. Even the pratyaya, what we, whether it is Tinganda pratyaya or Krit pratyaya or Sup pratyaya, pratyaha just mentions one sutra. Pratyaha. It means what? Pratyaya is adhikara. That is the first sutra of the third chapter. That sutra just says pratyaha. It means the whole third chapter, which has four sections. Fourth chapter, after that, fourth chapter, which has got four sections. Fifth chapter, which has got four sections. That adhikara runs through all the three chapters. It means all the 12 sections. The topic discussed in all these 12 sections, that is third chapter, in three chapters, they are pratyaya adhikara. It's an adhikara. The topic discussed. Therefore, adhikara is not a vidhi. It's not a vidhi. It's just a topic. So that's what is given here. For example, Pratyaha 311, third chapter, first sutra. So their authority runs from 315. That is, authority runs from, in fact, the first sutra, 315, first sutra onwards, up to 54160. That is the last sutra of the fifth chapter. The Pratyaya Adhikara covers. Similarly, another Adhikara Sutra is that Dhatoho. Many Adhikara Sutras are there. Is given some as example. Dhatoho is important Adhikara, which is third chapter, first section, 91 Sutra, which runs up to all the sections of the third chapter, the last Sutra of the third chapter. Dhatoho. That is the topic, the sutras which are discussed in this section, in this portion. They are all connected with the dhatus. That is the pratyas which come under this section, this portion. They are all connected to dhatus. That's the meaning. So many sutras are there. It is Adhikara Sutra. And another important thing with that, I think we will stop today. It is Anuvritti. Anuvritti is not a sutra. Okay. Anuvritti is another important thing by which we accomplish the sutratvam. We accomplish the sutratvam. Anuvritti prevents the repetition of a particular word. If a word is repeated again and again, then it can't be a sutram. The sutram should not repeat the words. That is achieved by Anuvritti. Anuvritti is a repetition or recurrence of a word from the previous to the subsequent rule. It's not repeated again, but it is written only once, but it flows it flows from one sutra to the successive sutra, wherever applicable. Wherever applicable, the word have to be carried. A word will be there in a particular sutra. The same word will have applicability in the subsequent sutra. Therefore, those words will flow to that sutra, will be carried to those sutras also. That is called Anuvritti. For example, this when we studied Sandhi, I just mentioned Ikoyana Achi. Achi is a Anuvritti. Achi means vowels. That flows as Anuvritti. It flows as Anuvritti for over more than 25 sutras. It flows. The same word Achi need not be mentioned in the other sutra. The other sutra may also require the word Achi, but it is not repeated. That you have to borrow from this sutra. That flowing of a particular word to the successive sutra is called Anuvritti. Anuvritti is not a sutra name. It is the name given to a particular word that flows. And its flowing always need not be only from the top to bottom. It can flow in the reverse way also, like Brahmaputra river, possible. It can flow in the reverse order also. From one sutra, it can go before. We compare this anuvritti. See, two types of anuvritti. One is flows like a river. One is flows like a river. From top to bottom, it flows. Second type of anuvritti is it flows to the sutras, to the preceding sutras, like the Simha Avalokana, like a lion, when it walks, it doesn't walk straight. It walks a few steps and turns back. Further, it walks and turns back. Similarly, this anuvritti also can go back, can be carried to the preceding sutras. That is called anuvritti. These are some of the important terms, and more important terms are there. We will see in the next class. Do you have any doubts?
No.
Parvati ji, Nagarati ji, have any doubts? A lot of information?
Lots are there, sir. We had to study, practice.
Do we have this anywhere with us?
Yes, I
Sharanji?
sent it long back. But this, don't depend on this alone because some English words are used. I gave the correct, what did I say? The certain words are not translated, I would say, properly. It can be better translated. I won't say translation is wrong. That could have been translated better also.
Okay.
I don't
Did you
have
say-
time to type but if you there, we will do it in the class. Maybe
Did you
next
say
class
you
I will type. Yeah.
sent this already to us?
Sorry?
Did you say you sent it to us?
Yes, I said it. Yeah.
Mm,
I'll
and then
send
what?
again. Okay, this is from the Aravind. It's a good book actually to start for the
Yeah,
beginners.
right. I don't know. I just want to read by myself again. I'm following you, but at the same time, I
You
want to
read
read.
and also listen to what I said, what recording,
Yeah, you're
so
right,
you will
right,
understand. Because the certain words could have been used better way that I felt. That's why I didn't read exactly the same thing.
I have the Ashtadhyayi. I was looking while you were explaining the page number and all that stuff, but it was gibberish. Okay, I went to that page number. What does it mean? You have sutra there. How do I know what that sutra is? That's kind of a.
So if you find the class very overwhelming, you can let me know. We will.
It looks like an index. That's how it sounded. The sutra.
Because before we get into sutra, we should know the terms. That is why it's said. We are not even gone into the sutra. If it is overwhelming, let me know. And I will give you homework you can do. See, we discussed about varna, right? Remember varna ucharanam. When do you call a varna as savarna to another varna? Depends on what?
Same type of two letters are joined.
What is same type? What do you mean by same type? When do you call it as similar?
The place of pronunciation.
And?
The place and
what's the next condition? Sthanam is the place of pronunciation. And next one is?
Point of where it starts.
Articulation.
One is point of articulation. The next one is what? Okay. Let me say. That one is prayatna. Okay.
Oh,
Prayatna.
Prayatna is of two types.
Efforts, internal and external.
So internal effort and external effort. So now we discussed internal effort, external effort in detail. So you can form a table containing the prayatnam, containing the place of uchcharanasthanam, that is place of pronunciation, uchcharanasthanam, and the prayatnam, both the Antara Prayatanam and Bakya Prayatanam. You can form a table and arrange all the letters in the table. Try to do that. Ishat Vivritam, Vivritam, Samvritam, those Abhyantara Prayatana. And Bhagya Prayatana, Shvasaha, Nadaha, Ghoshaha, Goshaha, those things are the 11 are the Vivara, Samvara, Anudata, Udata, and all. Those things. All the letters you have. Now put them in a table form, arrange them in a table. It's a compact way. That is a sutra work for you. You can do. Try.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
We will stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद जी.